everybody. Welcome to the Tellor Dev Call. Today is March 17, 2025. Happy St. Patty's Day. Anyway, so this week we're continuing to work on testing and also getting ready to launch a testnet that is going to be closer to what production or mainnet will be. And with that, let's get started where we're at. Caleb.
I'll just be working on that new, more official setup, more secure setup with a lot better key management and all that stuff. Beefing up alerts. We got the Grafana monitoring set up. I want to get some alerts set up for just any random thing I can think of that is not good. And yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we got a couple manual checks still. If you guys can make sure to knock them out.
Buddy?
On that note, was working on manual checks. A lot of the manual checks are tough because they take time. Like, time has to pass before we can know if they passed. So, working on those. Last week I was working on like running with different keyring backends. I was trying to run the daemons with, or run layered with the key and keyring backend file. And I don't think, yeah. So the problem I'm running into, and it's something that Validatrium sent me a message about. It's we want to use like more secure backends, but to run the reporter daemon, it gives errors because because you'd have to put in a password every time the submit value transaction is called. So you can't really use that stuff. And then I was wondering like how much of an issue it is and if we want to fix it. I don't know. Because it would be nice to be able to use, to be able to just like, you can run a validator with keyring backend file, which is encrypted. The validator just, that's because you don't need the account. That's why that works. You're just using the node key to run the validator, and you don't need the account key. But to run a reporter, you have to put in the password for the account key. So it's an issue, I think. I don't know.
So it's an issue when they submit data, but if they were to do the thing where they only have TRB delegated to them, is that less of a security risk just because they're not holding the actual TRB in that wallet, or does it matter?
That is one way to do it. I mean, we could just say everybody uses the test backend and you have to make sure that your server is secure. That's where we're at right now.
But we're still not completely certain that every chain isn't like that, right?
Right.
So.
Right, Akron?
I guess I'm kind of working on multiple repos. I did the release for Tellor and the DVM, and for the layer values monitor as well. So I'm trying to add more tests to that, but that's, I guess, ready to be tried. It's similar to the DVM, but it only works on layer, checking values and disputing based on whatever threshold the user sets. And also I made some code changes to the Tellor Elfro, but I guess that's not that important, but I'm testing it out, running it on, I would trying to run it on Sepolia before actually merging it.
And for the Tellor layer DVM, that's sending, where is that sending? Is it the Discord that it's sending the notifications to as well?
If you set it, you would set it up similar to, as far as the notification would be alerting on Discord. You put a Discord hook, same as the DVM. And if there is an alert, it'll send it there.
Thanks, Akron.
The difference between the layer values monitor and I guess it uses the WebSocket to check reports, so it's not looping like how the DVM is over, it's actually listening in real time.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, actually there's one thing I did not add yet, the ability to go back, so that's something I have to add.
Got it. Yeah. So by going back, you mean like when you turn it on, it'll look back a few blocks or something like that?
Yeah, right now when you turn it on, it just starts listening.
Thanks, Akram. Dan?
I've got a PR ready with some layer tests, and now I'm working through the high priority GitHub issues.
Tim?
Yeah, I'm making some live forking tests for our layer contracts to make sure when we actually deploy them for the new testnet, that they actually get knitted correctly, and that'll be especially useful on mainnet. Yeah, and then I deployed one of our newer, more built out user contracts last week, and got the relayer updated to work with that slightly different contract. And it was running a little bit over the weekend. I had to kill it at some point, but so continue on that. I'm adding, doing some tip and relaying to make sure we can relay data really quickly, get new data, and then also working on an article.
About it, right? We're going to go about how to implement Tellor based on different scenarios.
Yes.
Ryan?
Working on this relayer front end that's going to help us monitor the transactions or the data coming from layer onto the bridge. So I'm just trying to flush that out.
Nick?
Yeah. Tim, you got a PR open with some tests broken. Don't know if you're aware that they're broken. And then we had a PR from a rando. So Anon came in there. Changed some comments, make them better. So thank you, Jimmy Cathy, for the contribution. But it's open source. If anybody's watching this and you want to make changes, even if it's just checking our comments, feel free. So working on some other layer stuff and some articles. So
Great. Well, thanks to this person, and we'll see you guys next week, unless we have any questions, Ryan.
No questions.
All right, perfect. See you guys next week.